Day 16 of Evolve is a shoulder mobility workout that focuses on time under tension in internal and external rotation to improve your shoulder range of motion. We're going to be using one short stick, and I'll leave a link in the description below for where you can get your stick mobility sticks along with a 10% discount. Now, I want to say these exercises are challenging, and you may not get a lot of movement when you first begin these. So maintain your own comfortable range of motion and know that with consistent practice, your range will improve, the exercises will get easier, and you will notice a difference in your shoulder mobility. So let's get to it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, like this video, share it with your friends and family, and be sure to come back for day 17 of Evolve. Day 16, we are focusing on shoulder mobility, and we're getting kind of into nitty-gritty here. So I'm using a short stick. It really doesn't matter what the length is, but the longer it is, the more limited you might be in how much you can move. So let me just grab this stick. I'm going to be facing the wall for most of this because this stick is going to be behind the back. So to get into position, you want your hand to be, so my right hand is on top, kind of right about the neck. The bottom hand is right about the small of the back, right? So already this can be a lot for somebody. And we're externally rotating and internally rotating our shoulders. So we're gonna have to switch sides. But first exercise, and the most simple of them, you're going to try and pull up as far as possible and then pull down. And you can think about pulling that stick apart the entire time. So let's go for 5 more in each direction. Up and down, up and down. 2 more. So you'll notice that if the stick is really long, you might hit your ceiling. That's why a short stick is sort of nice here. Before we move on, we're gonna do the next version, same hand position. We're gonna go through all of them in this side and then switch. So I want you to think about pulling the top of the stick in the direction of the top hand. So right hand is on top. We're gonna pull that stick to the right, and then we're, again, internally rotating that left arm, only going as far as is comfortable, maybe 10% discomfort, right? We don't want to go too far. The more you consistently work on this kind of range, the better you get. We've got 3 more here. Allowing those elbows to point up and down. Show you from the side. Okay, next up, we're going to draw a box. Now this one is pretty difficult, so you really have to have control here. Your box may not look as big as mine, but I work on this a lot, right? That's why I'm teaching it. And I am by no means the, gold standard of shoulder mobility. But the idea is we're kind of adding these things together. So we're gonna start over to the left, pull up as high as is comfortable, push all the way over to the right, and then pull down as much as is comfortable. Coming back to the left side, let's go the other direction. So we go toward the right, low, come up high, toward the left, and then go back down low, and over. Finding that box within your comfortable range of motion. This one will make you sweat. One more in each direction. All the way down and over. Oof. Take a breath. Take a moment, shake your hands out. Okay, so just from doing that, chest feels more open, kind of posture is improved, your shoulders will be pulled down and open, but we have to do the other side. So now Left hand will be on top, right hand will be on the bottom. Let's get back into that same positioning, and it is very common to notice a difference. So again, the goal is hand is kind of right at the base of the neck and the small of the back. We start with just pulling up and down, only as much as is comfortable. We've got 6 reps here. Now, notice that one side might be different than the other. You may have more range on one arm. That's totally normal. But this is a great way to kind of acknowledge that and then start to work on balancing out those 2 sides. One more. And readjust your hands if needed. I'm going to try and move my hair out of the way. So finding that same position. Now we're going to internally rotate that bottom hand. Top hand pulls out to the side. We've got 6. So you can see how I'm staying within 2 panes of glass, right? I'm not leaning over as I do this. I want to keep my body upright. 2 more. So you're only moving as much as the shoulder will allow. And now we have that box. So again, finding that position, we're going to start as far over to the right as possible. And we go up, over to the left, down to the right. Let's go the reverse. Up, over, and down, and back. And reverse. We're only doing 4 reps of this one because it is challenging. One more. Woo. That right arm does not want to go as far, and that's okay. Go ahead and ease out of that. Shake your hands out, take a breath. Oh my goodness. I know that can be a lot. So we've done quite a good bit of internal rotation because that underhand is internally rotating. We're doing external rotation, but it's a little easier in this position. So we're going to do a little nice external rotation stretch. Hold on to that stick with your hand behind the stick, right? So your elbow is in front of it. And then you're going to push on that stick. My left hand is working right now. And then the right hand just pulls the stick across. Again, we only go as much as is comfortable for you. So shoulder stays packed down. We're holding here for about 3 breaths. Maybe you notice you can get a little deeper. 1 more breath. Ease off. So, 1 more time. This time you're going to hold on to the stick if you can. If not, stick with that first variation. And again, we're going to pull that stick across the body. And now I want you to think about pulling that stick apart. Shoulder stays packed down. Bottom hand is pulling the stick apart. Top hand is reflexively pulling apart. 1 more breath. And ease off. Whew. It is not the strongest position, so if you feel a little weak, that's totally normal. Let's go to the right side. This is my weaker side for this particular exercise. So first, hand is just pressing on the stick. My elbow is in front. Left hand grabs that stick, and again, already you see I have less range of motion. That's okay. We're only going to maybe 10% discomfort. Breathe. We're holding for 3 breaths. And maybe you notice as you exhale, you can get a little bit further. We got 1 more. And gently ease off. Okay. Now if you want to add on, you're going to grab onto that stick. And again, we pull that stick across the body. And now I want you to think about pulling the stick apart. It'll help bring your shoulders packed down. And now it is a dynamic stretch as we stay here for one more breath. And ease off. Oof. Shake that out. One more exercise. And this is kind of like a nice little relief for any tension that you may have after doing all of these. So we're going to bring that stick behind our back again. You're going to have your hands nice and wide, whatever is comfortable for you. And again, I'm going to show you my back so that you can really see what's happening. I'm going to pull that stick up. My elbows come in front of the stick, so it's really up high like my bra strap. And then I'm going to push that stick as far away from my body as I can, and then go back down. Now we're going to reverse that. Pull up and away from the body. Pull those elbows in, shoulder blades come in, and then roll down. Here's a side view. We go up, and then out, and then down, and now we go out, and in, and down, and up, out, and down, out, in, and down. Two more. Nice breath. Maintaining good posture here. You can make this much, much smaller so that you're only pulling as much as is comfortable for you, and you're only pressing out as far away from your body as you can while you keep your posture upright. Beautiful. Take a breath, shake it out. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you're enjoying this Evolve series. I would love to hear from you, so reach out to me via any of my social medias or drop me a comment here on YouTube, and make sure that you come back for day 17.